How's it going, YouTube? Okay, so the topic of this video is going to be, I think I'm going to focus more around marriage. I haven't been married long. I've only been married for 3 years. Coming up in October, we'll make 4 years I've been married. We've been separated twice now. This is the second time we've been separated. So right now I'm on my own. Marriage is hard. And a lot of people jump into marriage thinking that it's going to be that you love each other and that's enough, and you're going to be happy and you're going to live happily ever after. Let me tell you something. That's not how marriage works. Okay? If you jump into marriage thinking that you're just going to live your life happy forever and you're never going to fight, never going to argue, and you're always going to get along, you're sadly mistaken. Marriage is a job. It's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job. You have to work at it. It requires so much focus. And so each of you, husband and wife, or whatever the case may be, you both require a certain amount of attention that it's your job to give that other person. And I don't want to see people make the same mistakes that I have, because I didn't give my wife the attention she deserved and she needed, and I wasn't there for her the way that I should have been, and I know that I should have been. I let other things pull me away from my responsibilities and my job as a husband, and that can happen very easily. The thing is I want you to understand that you've got to focus on that other person. You've got to treat that person as a part of yourself. They are an extension of you and who you are. Your wife is supposed to be the single most important person on this planet to you. So if you're going to make her your wife, you have to make sure that you're willing and you are able to make that person the number one priority in your life, and taking care of that person is your number one priority. That's what you're here to do. As well as having children, of course. Your children come first in your life, of course. But if you're getting married, you don't have any children, you have to focus 100% of your time and your energy, your thought process has to completely circle that person. As far as wives to your husbands, you're supposed to do the same thing for your husband. You're supposed to focus on your husband. You have to give him the respect and the love that he needs. You have to give him the time he needs, and sometimes you have to give him the space that he needs. It's a job. It's something that you both have to work at. You both have to want, and you both have to make sure it works. It takes two people. You cannot make a marriage work on your own. My wife tried for years, and she finally gave up, and now I'm sitting here by myself, and I have nobody to blame but myself. If I would have seen things the way that I do now when we were together, when she was giving me that chance to be with her, my life would be completely different. I would be happy, because I love my wife more than anything in this world. There's nothing in this world that I would trade for her. And if I could go back, I would change things, but the problem with this is you can't go back, and that's why I'm on here warning you guys that marriage is not something to be taken lightly. It's not something to step into lightly. It's something that takes a lot of thought, and something you should put a lot of thought into. You should talk about it with your soon-to-be spouse or your significant other. You should make sure y'all are understanding and you have grounds, and you're going to be able to support each other. Make sure that that your faults or her faults or his faults aren't going to cause problems, and if they are, get them out of the way and get the problems dealt with before marriage. And people, once you go into a marriage, that is a covenant, and it's something that should never, ever be broken. I know people divorce all the time, okay? It happens all the time. But that doesn't mean it's right, and it doesn't mean it should happen. Divorce is not okay. When you marry somebody and you say your vows and you say, till death do us part, that doesn't mean the death of your love for one another. That doesn't mean as soon as you fall out of love or because you're hitting hard times or you don't feel the same about that person. It doesn't mean you just throw it away. No, it's a job. It's something you're supposed to work at. You put effort into. Okay? You can't just give up. It's not like dating where you just break up, when you're fed up with a person. No, you have problems with your husband or your wife. You work through them. See a counselor. Take advice. And for God's sakes, husbands, please listen to your wives. I didn't listen to anything my wife said, and that's my biggest problem, is I did not listen to my wife. I heard her, but I did not listen to what she said. I let it go in one ear and out the other. I never took her advice. She would tell me things and end up being right. She'd tell me this was going to happen or this was going to happen. If I didn't stop doing this, if you don't stop doing that, straighten this up, this is what's going to happen. And then she was right every time. And I kept screwing myself and screwing myself and screwing myself and screwing myself. And it doesn't matter how many times she tried or how many times she was right, I'd always go back doing the same stupid shit. And it took all the stuff that's happened to me recently to open my eyes and be like, okay, I'm an idiot. Don't make the same mistakes. Don't be an idiot. Don't be me. Listen to your wife. If she comes to you and she wants to talk about something, if something you're doing is bothering her, her feelings matter. Her feelings should be way up here. Your feelings are way down here. It doesn't matter who you are. If she has a certain feeling about something, or she has an opinion about something, you should always hear her out, and it should always come before whatever your opinions or whatever your feelings on that topic are. Your wife is automatically going to be more sensitive and emotional than you are. She's going to see things in a different way than you do. She's going to think of things in a different way than you do. She's going to understand things more than you do, and there may be some things that she doesn't understand and that you may have to help her with, but all in all, women understand more than men do. They're smarter than we are. How crazy as that sounds, they really are. They're smarter than we are. They're more mature than we are, and they see further into the future, whereas we may only see what's going on today or what's going on tomorrow, or focus on one thing. A woman's brain runs at 9,000 miles an hour in 17,000 different directions, and she can see 20 years down the road where she wants to be. And where she wants you guys to be, and where she wants your life to be and your marriage to be. And if you can't get on that same track with her and be with her and focus on her dreams, then for y'all's marriage, you're doing it wrong. You've got to listen to your wife. You've got to hear her out. You have to try your hardest to understand where she's coming from. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's impossible. Sometimes we just can't understand. But that's when you just, you bite your tongue and you try. You push forward. You try to better, you try to get better. You try to, learn and move forward with your wife. Don't fight it. Don't fight against her. That'll end up in is heartbreak and pain. And it's a terrible feeling to know that you screwed your marriage up and there's nothing you can do to fix it. It really is. And my problem was I didn't learn from my first mistake. I didn't learn from my second one. I didn't learn from my 150th mistake. I made mistake after mistake after mistake. And my wife was such an amazing woman, and she stuck by me through so much stuff that anyone else would have just ran from. She was there for me when nobody else was. And I ran that into the ground. I ruined it myself. Now she wants nothing to do with me, and I can't blame her. Does that mean I'm going to stop loving her? No. Does that mean I'm going to lose hope and stop praying about it? No. Because I do feel that my God can change things. He can make things happen that no one else can, and that I can't make happen on my own. So I believe one day God will fix my marriage, but it's not today. It's not happening right now. Because I've damaged things. I've caused issues that can't be fixed overnight. It's going to take time. And right now she's so upset with me that she's not willing to work on anything. She just wants it to be done. She wants a divorce. She wants it over. And I don't blame her for that. But guys and girls, I hate to preach at you. I'm telling you, just don't make the same mistakes I have. Love your partner. Love your husband, love your wife. Listen to each other. Communicate. Communication is very important. Communicate with each other. Focus on each other. Love one another. And do every day. Show that you love each other. It's not enough just to say it. If you do those things, you will have a good marriage. You'll fight and you'll argue. That's just married life. But you'll have a good marriage. But that's all I've got for this topic. Just like this video, subscribe for more. I'm going to try to post videos as often as I can on the topics of things that we all deal with. things that I've been through, and hopefully I can help a couple of you guys out. Alright, like I said, like the video, hit the subscribe button, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. God bless and have a great day. Keep your head up.